What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another Blueprint episode for Call of Duty Mobile. So today we are going to be discussing the newly released KSP Jolted radio. So this is the second KSP legendary skin to ever be released in this game, and probably the far better one right now, but at the same time it does have kind of a design flaw that does need to be fixed, which I'm hoping does get fixed in Season 6. So yeah, let's actually talk about what this gun features. So the KSP Jolted radio is a far better improvement from what the first legendary was for it. I don't even know the name of the original. I think it was called like the Divine Rod or Divine Right or whatever. So basically it was a kind of like a KSP skin that didn't really have a lot of features. If anything, most of it was just like the bare minimum. It kind of had more or less the same shooting sound, a very mediocre depth effect. I mean, the appearance was pretty good. Some of the outer effects were nice, but you know, it's nothing like this one. This one kind of features more, instead of just outer, effects that you would normally see with most legendary skins. This one has a lot of more physical effects. I mean, you do see like a little battery symbol there. You do see like this little radar that kind of functions on the back of the iron sight, as well as on the side of the gun. So obviously the theme of this skin is more of a technological theme. Of course, it's going to have a lot of, I guess, old classic Game Boy green digital things here and there. I mean, it's not really that bad. I know a lot of people probably weren't really looking forward to the skin, but believe it or not, this is probably one of the more underrated legendaries that's probably going to remain like that, throughout the duration of COD Mobile. Me and my friend originally weren't really so happy to see. I mean, yeah, it looked pretty cool. I mean, the iron sight was nice as well, but I guess I didn't really pay attention too much to the legendary skins this season. As you guys know, the only thing that I really got this season was just the mythic FFAR, and that was pretty much it. I wasn't even planning to get the KSP Jolted radio until I decided just randomly to get it, since I didn't have anything for the KSP in the first place. I know the KSP is kind of past its prime, even though its prime only really lasted for like less than a month. But I mean, the KSP is a SMG I have been using a little more frequently as time goes on, because it is still kind of underrated. With controller, it's a little easier to aim, obviously, so it's easier to land headshots and upper body shots where the damage is at its best. So if you guys have the chance, I mean, try it out in public matches, just have some fun with it. I mean, it's a pretty cool weapon to use every now and then. So now that you guys actually understand now why I got this, it's time to talk about one of the best features of this skin, as well as one of the worst features of the skin. So starting off with the best one, it actually pertains to the gun sound. So, for a lot of legendaries, some of the skins don't really change the shooting sounds as much. I mean, yes, some of them are pretty noticeable, some of them are not, and some of them might just blow you away, but this is one that is just really stands out, and one that was really unexpected. The way this gun shoots, or I guess like the way it sounds, is absolutely incredible. And I say that because I thought it was just going to be the normal KSP sound effect with just, maybe just a slight electricity in the background of just the normal gun sound. But no, this gun literally sounds like some sort of like ray gun makeshift thing. It sounds like you're literally shooting some sort of like Star Wars type of laser gun. That's exactly how it sounds, and it's like probably the best feature for this gun, other than just the the physical effects that you normally see around it. As for a depth effect, I forgot to mention that before I get into the worst part of this legendary skin, at least for right now, is just the depth effect. I mean, the depth effect is pretty solid for the most part, nothing really crazy. I mean, we don't really expect much nowadays with legendary skins, but it's just there. I mean, it's just a little laser that pours down on the enemy, and that's basically it. So now let's actually talk about the worst feature of this gun at the moment. And it's something that you probably already noticed. Most of the time you guys never really see me use a red dot, but for this one there is a reason why I'm doing so, and that's mainly because the iron sight is actually a little bit unaligned. So what I mean by that is, like, the iron sight basically is just a spike in the middle with the green. Well, I guess on the tip of the spike it's like green. Some of the guns actually do have that. But for some reason, like, it's not actually aligned for the shots to land where the spike is. When you shoot the gun, it lands a little bit lower than the green spike, so you have to kind of like compensate in such a weird way that it just makes it uncomfortable. And I ended up missing out on like a lot of shots, but when I used the red dot sight, it just made it a lot better. It's a shame though. I'm sure they're gonna fix it up later on down the line if people complain about it enough, but Yeah, that's the major downside of the gun. Once you use a red dot, the accuracy issue is pretty much alleviated immediately. But yeah, it's a shame. I mean, the iron sight is really, really good, but you know, sometimes they can't always get it right, I guess. Funny thing is that I didn't even figure it out myself. I dropped the gun for my friend so he could try out the legendary skin, and he told me that it was misaligned. So I just shot the wall, and I just realized that, you know, like the shot lands under the green spike. So yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know how they messed it up, but it's whatever. They usually fix issues with legendary skins like the season after, so I expect it to be done by then. So overall, the Jolted Radio for the KSP is a pretty good SMG skin, especially for the gun like that, because I know not a lot of people didn't like the Divinity thing. I think that's what it was called. I think it was called the Divinity. People didn't like that one. It was kind of mediocre. I mean, it did have a different sight, but that's really like the best feature of it. But yeah, I'm honestly happy that I picked this one over that one. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure to subscribe for some more COD mobile content. I'll see you guys next time.